you for joining us today at Sarah's Quick and Easy Sweets. I'm your host, Brenda Buckner, and I would like to introduce you to my good friend, Carol Falzon, who is a very well-known cake decorator in the Troy-Rochester area. Everybody knows Carol's cakes. Carol is also a teacher. And we are just so happy to have you with us today, Carol.
Thank you, Brenda. I'm really glad to be here as well.
Carol.
There's a wonderful product called Puff Pastry. It comes frozen, and before you use it, you need to let it thaw for 30 minutes. I'm going to make something called the Barber Pole, and you'll see why the name, why it does have that name when you see what it looks like when I'm done. Another puff pastry sheet that's been thawed for 30 minutes. I'm going to cover half of it with raspberry filling this time.
Now, you didn't need to egg wash it?
No.
Okay.
This you don't have to. No, we're going to do a different kind of wash on this one.
And always keep something to wipe your hands on, because this
correct.
is very sticky.
All right.
But do you see how nice and thick this is? You don't get this consistency in a canned pie filling.
No, and it tastes so good. This is great for a filling between layers of a cake. If you don't want to put icing, sometimes when I do cakes, I'll make a double layer cake with the bottom chocolate and the top vanilla with this in the middle. It's so good. It's really good with the marble cake as well. Okay, the next step to making these Barber Poles is fold this in half.
Okay.
Push it down. And then we're going to take a knife and make 8. Cut it in half, and then in half again on both sides.
Alrighty.
And then one more time. So we have 8 pieces.
Why, this looks pretty simple.
Very easy. All of this stuff is easy. I wouldn't be doing it if it wasn't easy. Okay, now we need our water wash.
Now these, while Carol is washing that, these are the Barber Poles.
Right.
And you can see that it has coarse sugar. You can see the large granules on the coarse sugar on here. It bakes so nicely. Finer sugar might tend to melt in.
That's correct.
But the coarse sugar is going to stay firm.
And it glistens. It adds like a glistening crystal look to it.
Yes, if you can see that.
Here.
And again, coarse sugar can be found at any comprehensive cake and or candy supply store.
That's correct.
You generally don't find it in supermarkets.
This wash that I'm doing now is called a water wash, simply because it's just water. Okay, and I'm going to put it on both sides to make the sugar adhere to it. Okay, and then I'm going to give this a double twist. Okay, and I put it on the one side. Let me do the other side.
Oh, boy, does this look easy.
It is. It's so easy, and they're so good.
This really looks easy.
They're such a pretty color once they're baked. They're very nice. I think I'm just going to do it this way. It's a little bit quicker.
Yes. Now, is there a limit to the amount of filling you can put in there? I mean, if you want to have a lot of filling, can you put more?
I just goofed. Did you see that?
Oh,
but you can fix up your goofs. Yes, I'm sorry, Brenda. Go on.
Can you put more? I was just asking about the fillings. If you really like filling.
You know what? With this one, the recipe said a thin filling. This one might even be a little bit too thick because can you see it's coming out of the sides?
Yes.
In that regard, some of them you can. The next project that I'm going to do, you can make it a little bit thicker.
Okay.
Okay. So you have the general idea. This is what you'll do. There will be 8 of them on the sheet, and you will cook them for at 400 degrees for 20 to 25 minutes or until they're golden brown. And then that's what they look like.
That's
okay. Can you see the pretty red color contrasting the golden brown? They're very nice.
Well, you know, I'm thinking a pineapple filling or a lemon filling
that would
in
be
here
delicious.
would be also
delicious.
really very good.
Very good. And if that's too big of a piece for you, you know, so many people are on the low carb.
Oh, yes, yes.
Take a third of it or a half of it. You don't have to eat the whole thing. But you want to eat the whole thing, but you don't have to eat the whole thing.
Can you cut these into smaller sizes?
You probably could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking you can cut it into a smaller size
Right.
and do the twist.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure, that would be fine.
And I would imagine that the baking time would be about the same.
Yeah, I think
but
so,
you
too.
might want to check in on it just a little bit earlier.
Right. I think it would be the same anyway. I don't think cutting it in half would do that much to
Okay.
it. I really don't. Okay, so that's our second project.
All right. I'm your host, Brenda Buckner, and I'll see you soon.